Hey guys, Fish here. In this video, I'll show you how to build a full express zipline network across Mexico. This guide is especially helpful if you are trying to 5-star every prepper, complete all the standard deliveries, or if you are going for that completionist run. I'll cover where to start, who to connect first, and how to manage bandwidth so you can actually connect the whole region without wasting resources and time. And I'm also going to teach you all the things I learned along the way so you can build an even more efficient zipline than mine by learning from my mistakes. Even if you have already finished the main story and you're just looking for extra adventure, or maybe you want to max out Mexico before moving on, this whole process of creating routes, connecting people, building, failing and learning is honestly where the real fun of Death Stranding comes in. The story is amazing for sure, but putting effort into building something you'll later be proud of is truly something special about this game. The biggest challenge you'll face when trying to connect the whole region of Mexico is not having enough bandwidth. Each zipline requires 500 bandwidth. In my setup, I've used 20 ziplines, which require 10,000 bandwidth. 3 of them were already built by other players, but I still built 17 ziplines myself, which cost 8,500 bandwidth. Also note, both Mexico and Australia have separate bandwidth pools. Bandwidth is basically your building limit in a region. Every PCC structure, ziplines, bridges, post boxes and safe houses cost bandwidth to build. Once you hit the cap, you can't replace anymore. The way to increase bandwidth is by strengthening your connection with facilities and preppers. Every time you deliver cargo and raise your star rating with them, your local bandwidth allowance increases. But if you need to build something ASAP, one way to free up bandwidth is by dismantling PCC structures you no longer use. Maybe they were random builds from early game. To do that, go to your map, press the touchpad, switch to your structures and dismantle from there. Connecting a new area to the Chiral network also expands your overall bandwidth, but while creating this zipline route, you don't have to go all in. I'll explain more about that later in the video. First, let me show you my rough zipline route of Mexico in this screenshot. As you can see on this screenshot, this is my like a rough sketch of zipline route in Mexico. So I've used around 20 ziplines, which I'll show you. So go one in here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, one in here, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. So we got like 20 ziplines, but some of them like this one, this one, this one was already built by other players, so like I had to build like 17 ziplines, yeah, roughly 17 ziplines. So like your zipline route doesn't have to be exact same like mine. In this video, like what I want to show you is how to like effectively create a zipline route, where to build. Like it doesn't have to be exact same like me. You can even make it more efficient, like maybe use less ziplines. If you are playing offline, so you like probably need to make a lot of ziplines, but like if there's already now the ziplines built by other player, you can probably use it. Try to use it in a way that is more efficient for you, so you don't have to use more bandwidth. You need to make sure like enough bandwidth to build all these ziplines. So you will need to unlock 2 of the preppers that is not really the part of the main story. So one here, Boca, and another here, the artist. The main important thing while creating this zipline route is to unlock artist first. Artist is one of the most important prepper for this zipline route. It will act as our central zipline, like the main central zipline. So we'll need to unlock artist first. So you'll find artist around here if you haven't unlocked her already. So once you unlock artist, will act like a main central zipline here, and one will go here to Geophysics Research Lab, and one will to Villa Libre, one will connect to C1 South, and the other line will connect you to both Boca and Norte C1. That's like a basic rough figures of how your zipline should be. Artist is like really important, really important. This is not my really original idea, finding artist and make her the central zipline. That's what I learned from one of the Japanese player that I found on YouTube. Basic thing is you need to unlock artist first and then create a rough figure. I'll show you how my zipline route works. So I've got artist in center, and it will connect one zipline here to C1, connect one zipline to here, another here, Over here to research geo lab. We'll go to Villa Library from this route, and you can like go to other here. This also connects to here. From here to Boca. No zipline here. This is roughly my zipline route right now. The first thing we want to do is connect the artist. This prepper will be our core starting point for the zipline network. Her location is right here on the map. While heading to her, keep scanning your surroundings for lost items. Delivering those to the artist lets you connect her to the network. And once that's done, I recommend building our first zipline right there. When you build a zipline near a prepper or facility, keep it low and accessible so you don't drop or break cargo while using it. But for supporting ziplines, efficiency is better if you can place them as high up as possible. Here's a mistake I made at first. I just built ziplines one after another without upgrading. What I recommend now is this. Build a zipline, immediately upgrade it to level 2. Upgrading requires special alloy and chemicals, which you can easily claim from preppers using the claim materials option. If you are not sure how that works, I made a source explaining it. Make sure you check it out. Our level 2 zipline increases its range from 300 meters to 350 meters, which means more distance covered and fewer ziplines are needed overall. Now with the current available bandwidth, connecting the artist to Villa Libre should be possible. On the way, grab any cargo for Villa Libre, you'll increase your connection and bandwidth limit at the same time. Also bring one floating carrier for extra storage and grab few level 2 PCC for building ziplines. If you plan on placing ziplines in the high hills, don't forget 2-3 ladders and climbing anchors. I learned the hard way after falling multiple times.
Get it together. Are you injured, Sam?
Another tip I learned late in the game: when placing ziplines, open your map, mark your current ziplines, and use the create route mapping feature to measure the distance. This helps you maximize the 350-meter range and avoid wasted placements. Once you have connected the artist and Villa Libre, I recommend doing all the deliveries between them. This boosts star ratings, increases bandwidth limits, and lets you claim materials for upgrading your ziplines. One important thing to know: unlike other game side quests, sub orders and deliveries in Death Stranding 2 are repeatable. Even if you have done them before, they can reappear. This means you might end up repeating similar deliveries multiple times without knowing. If you are focused on maxing out a single prepper and moving on to another, you can track your progress using the tick marks and rating stars from previous completions. This repeatable design serves a few purposes: grinding and resources. It lets you farm likes, materials, and bandwidth, practice and ranking. You can retrieve missions to aim for S rank. Dynamic world to make the delivery network feel alive, not static. Expanding the route. Once you have built enough bandwidth and gathered resources, connect the artist to C1 South. Again, take cargo with you along the way to increase your star rating and bandwidth gains. From there, keep expanding the network following the same steps. Connect the geophysics, then the Boca, then north to C1. Repeat this process: deliver, build, upgrade, connect. Some of the higher ziplines will be tough to build, but that's the trial and error. Every step will be a learning experience and improving yourself. Eventually, you'll create a system that's efficient and truly satisfying to use. It's a tedious task, but in the end, it will feel like that iconic Breaking Bad moment.
All the things that I did it for me. I liked it. I was good at it. And I was I was alive.
Alright guys, if you have made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. I know this was a long video, but I wanted to give you the full picture of how to build an efficient express zipline network in Mexico. Now, if I showed you every single zipline placement, this video would have been way longer. But if there's something you would like to see, a full run of every placement I did, let me know in the comments below and I'll upload a separate video just for that. Thanks again for sticking around. It really means a lot. If this guide helped you, don't forget to drop a like, share it with someone else playing Death Stranding too, and subscribe so you don't miss more guides like this. Until next time, keep on keeping on.